and members of the committee for the interactions we have so far had since we came here. We shall respond to all the concerns after my brief remark. The Honorable Chairperson, the Honorable members of the committee, allow me to take this opportunity on behalf of the Inspector General of Police and the police fraternity to welcome you back from the festive season and the recently concluded elections. And also to congratulate all those who were elected to the 12th Parliament, and to encourage those who never made it that next time they will make it. I want to report that the general security situation in the country is calm and peaceful, save for few isolated cases, which we are firmly handling. Overall, crime for the year 2025 has gone down by 10.3% as per our annual crime report, which will soon be launched, posting a crime rate of 427 persons per 100,000 people, down from 476 in 2024. We are basing this on the estimated population of 45.9 million people. This translates to a total of 196,155 cases which were reported, compared to 218,715 which were reported in 2024. This reduction is attributed to enhanced policing strategies such as the sub-county policing, community engagement, inter-agency collaborations, and proactive measures being implemented. Efforts are on now to beef patrols and conduct strategic deployments at black spots, road junctions, and dark areas to fight street theft, vehicle vandalism, hunger welding criminals, and those who use pavers to attack. Note that in the month of January and February alone countrywide, we arrested a total of 7,159 suspects. And of these, 3,724 were taken to court. In Kampala metropolitan area alone, 3,512 arrests were made, and 1,935 criminals were arraigned before court. We recovered several exhibits which include guns, hangers, house-breaking implements, assorted vehicle parts, motorcycles, drugs which include marijuana. We also recovered coffee and livestock, among others. We, however, still face a challenge of individuals, companies, and mobile money agents that deal in large sums of money without having adequate security. This has acted as a bait for criminals. Honorable Chair and Honorable Committee members, UPF remains committed to delivering its constitutional mandate of maintaining peace and stability in the country, and areas of emphasis remain: 1, improvement of staff welfare, especially staff accommodation, continuous implementation of the sub-county policing model to support government programs of agro-industrialization, tourism, mineral development, science, technology, and innovations, and also maintain the available force multipliers like CCTV, canine, forensics, and other technical capabilities to effectively fight crime, prevent crime, detect, and manage. Honorable Chair and members, the police management would like to thank you for the continued support rendered to UPF in the allocation and mobilization of resources, including supplementaries that we get, that has enabled us to implement our mandate. Honorable Chair, with this brief, and before I allow the accounting officer to take us through the specific issues raised in the Auditor General's report for financial year 2024-2025, we shall go and attempt to respond to some of the issues calling our sister security forces. Madam Chair, the Constitution which you referred to, Article 212D, states that we should cooperate with the civilian authority and other security organs established under this Constitution and with the population generally. Given that mandate, there is no need for us to write inviting our sister security forces to come and support us where they live. Two, we talked about regulating assembly and association. This Act, Section 32 to 34, gives us that authority to regulate assembly and association.
What does it say?
Chair,
What does Section 2 say of the Police Act? You got to regulate an assembly.
Allowing the IGP to just gloss over Section like that.
we shall be here.
Please.
I get it. And as you read it, refer to the Mwanga Kivumbi case, a constitutional case. With regard to the constitutionality of that section, you are reading, read them together. I am saying, officer.
So his name is accounting officer?
Yes, you see, Chairperson, when Section 32 was announced by the Constitutional Court as being unconstitutional, government rushed to Parliament and enacted the Public Order Management Act. And in the Public Order Management Act, they reenacted that very same provision. And the matter went back to the Constitutional Court. And still the Constitutional Court nullified it. Chair. And the cases are there. So, Chair, police has no authority to stop a public meeting as per the decisions of court. 2 decisions by the Constitutional Court. So the question is very simple. Where do you derive the mandate to purport to give permission to political parties and organizations to hold public meetings? Where do you get that mandate from? The DPC says, bring evidence that you deliver. And they keep tossing you around. Okay? And you know, Chair, I've raised this matter on the floor. So, I don't know whether now you acquired a security stamp for receiving the documents, because you don't have. Yes. So now what happens in practical terms, Chair, is that the DPC will tell you, we've not given you permission. Since when did the police begin giving the permission? Because regulating means that if this venue here is not available, okay, you direct me to venue B. Then you always write and say, we don't have enough security to secure your event. Then at that very same security, you deploy thousands to stop the meeting from happening. Why don't you use those ones to provide security for my meeting? Why? Because practically this is what we are doing. So I think, Chair, police cannot be at the forefront of breaking the law. Police cannot be defying the courts. it is to a vest of justice, and as I say, these ones are gatekeepers of human rights. True. They cannot be violating human rights. How can the police be at the forefront of violating human rights? How? So, as a secretary, accounting officer, the position of the law has changed. And it is my humble prayer that you communicate to your officers. You have powers to regulate, you don't have powers to stop. The two are completely different.
Okay. But do you know how the stamp for the veterans that you receive?
Yes, ask them.
Always
Ask them.
you should conduct a fundraising.
No.
And we can even go there.
Due to budget constraints.
We can even go there and show you the civil stamp. It is not there.
But what I know is that we have a stamp.
Bring the microphone, pull it closer to you so that can.
What I know, we have a stamp, and all the letters that come to us.
If there is no ink, please buy ink.
And it comes in a file. So we shall cross-check and see why, particularly his letter was stamp.
You can go there.
Chair, you asked about the relationship between police and RPC. RPCs are actually the chairpersons of security in the district. So by that, it means they are supposed to oversee security in the district, and the membership are the police, the army where they are, ISO, and I think LC5 and CAL, those are members of the district. And that's how we coordinate security from the headquarters down to the district. You also raised the issue of fuel to our vehicles. Well, I think we need to start sharing some of this information. Because all the time, oh, no fuel, no fuel. And you people don't know that we give fuel to our PPC. I know the fuel may not be much, but it's worth if we share this information. So that will also help us to monitor whether the DPCs are telling you the truth. Because they also take advantage. You know, they can maybe not even use the fuel and say there is no fuel. So I think if we join hands together, we tell you, okay, this month we have dispersed fuel, what this to every district. Then you see, you can even go the next day to ask the DPC for something. And if he tells you there is no fuel, then you know where the problem is. It may not be that we don't. But so far what we give ranges from, because it's not flat rate, because the sizes of districts differ, the terrain differ. But we give 2 million to 2.5 per month. Yes. Yes. That is what we give to.
But you say you can fear. For me, like to find out. Is that for criminal arrests or there is a specific operation that fear is meant for?
Arrangement in terms of transport, but we are giving
But
fuel.
they can communicate and
Please communicate officially to the community to know how that service is rendered. For the good, to avoid corruption.
Madam Chair, I must also add that all services for which police charges are paid to the bank. There is no circumstance under which the money is paid to the police officer.
we are saying for the
That's what I think we put on record. If you ever pay police officer money and they are not giving you a receipt or they are not giving you the bank account in which you deposit, that's a robbery.
we pay the bank everything.
Okay, IGP, we get back to the update of Honorable President of the National Platform's home. Give us an update for how long have you been there? How is the home? Because the man might be enjoying the place. So tell us the feel of the home.
Because our presence there, our presence is there to provide security. Because all of you know that he's not there. So if we are not there, because vandalize his property. We are making sure his property is safe.
Why do you stop the family members from accessing it?
No, honorable members, a moment, let him respond first, please. IGP, the microphone is yours.
Yeah, so I'm saying we are there to maintain the security of the home from vandalism because people are not there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We want to learn from you. We understand that home was vandalized. People came in the night. You saw that clip of the first lady being brutalized. Where was police? Who came to vandalize during the night, and where was police?
That's why we are there.
So how many have you arrested?
So that will be on car.
Why are you at Mudimi's home? Why aren't you at Mudimi's home? Why aren't you at
The other secretary, no. As you read that issue, the IGP is informing us that because they came and our concern was actually we want to appreciate you for providing the security to someone's home who is not there, but to also remind you that we took occupancy when the family was still there. It should be on record. The time we took occupancy of that place in regard to provision of security, the family was there, the first aid was still there. Kyagulanyi, Robert Kyagulanyi was still at home. And the time they vandalized the home, you were in charge of security. So we take note that you did not see the people who came to that place when the brutality that took place in that home. Police was there, but they never saw the person the people who vandalized the home. It was at night, and police did not see. And also we take note that the reason as why you are still there is because the home was vandalized, so you are still there to maintain the security in the home. That is what we are taking out of it. So what to know? When do you intend to leave the place?
When they come back.
So when do you intend to leave the place?
I mean, when they come back. Because
Chairman.
Yes, Honorable
comes
Aswan.
back,
Chairman.
The IGP casually respond to the matter of grave human rights concern. Grave human rights concern. And I don't know why IGP, you are taking the casual response to this matter. Number one, and I've found Kafero knows, you know I have been with him in the 20s. She's Kafero here, my friend. The courts have said, because when you come to Dr. Vesige's home, we went to court and challenged your deployment and roadblocks. And the courts said police has no right to keep a person incommunicado at their home because the home is not a detention facility. They even told you that house arrest is equally illegal. So how do you camp at somebody's home and you are violating the right of ingress and egress? That's the entry and exit. The family, the other day his brothers went and sisters went, they could not access the home. They needed permission from you. The lawyers from Uganda Law Society, even his private lawyers, attempted to access that home. They were blocked by you. Honestly speaking, which kind of security and protection are you talking about by denying? You are not only denying the right of entry, even exit. The family members of Robert Kyagulanyi'S cannot easily exit. Even people who want to take their phone, you are blocking them. You are frustrating them. Really, IGP, can this be a matter to casually talk about? Are you giving it the seriousness it deserves?